Well, good afternoon and welcome. It's going to be a great day for AmeriCorps VISTA and for national service. My name is Paul Monteiro. I have the privilege of serving as the director of AmeriCorps VISTA, and I want to welcome all of you here to the National Museum of the American Indian in Washington, D.C., and to those of you joining us via live stream, welcome, and thank you very much. Let's have another round of applause for Dennis and all of the staff here for being such great hosts. A few housekeeping notes before we begin in earnest. You'll see a change to the printed schedule. Bob Putnam has unfortunately taken ill and wasn't able to make the flight down from Boston, so he won't be able to join us. But as you look through the program, you see we have a packed afternoon. So Bob, if you're watching on live stream, we hope you get well soon. I do want to recognize at this point a couple of my colleagues, starting with Jose Phillips and Gina Cross, the director and deputy director, respectively, of the National Civilian Community Corps. If you guys could stand and just wave a little bit. NCCC in the house. They've actually graciously deployed a team of NCCC members to help us here at the museum this morning. So if you see any NCCC members around, please give them a hug and thank them for going the extra mile to help us, coming all the way down from Baltimore. And for all the folks tuning in via live stream, I'm not sure if Dr. Irwin Tan is here, but the director of Senior Corps, as Senior Corps and the Foster Grandparents Program celebrate their 50th, all on the back, man, there's seats down here. Come on down. The price is right, Irwin. There's seats down here, man. And as we go through the afternoon, we encourage you to go up to the 4th floor. We have an entire VISTA arcade looking at some old newsletters, photographs, memorabilia of VISTA through the decades, and a Foxtails video booth where we encourage you to share your story, what VISTA's meant to you, your service, how it's helped you in some way. So recording short videos upstairs on the 4th floor throughout the afternoon. Please, budget your time accordingly and record those videos. We want to use them throughout the year. They'll be upstairs throughout the day and through the reception. Throughout the program this afternoon, you'll hear selected musical clips from the old Voices of VISTA radio program, a variety show that aired during the 60s and 70s. Pretty neat. Most of them are housed online, so you can check them out. So you'll hear different snippets as we move through the day today. And for those tweeting the event, we encourage you all to use the hashtag #IamVista, because you can't do anything without social media these days. The hashtag #IamVista for those of you tweeting the event today. So at the outset, let's just be clear about today. It's not aimed at sprinting through 50 years of history in an afternoon. Covering 50 years in an afternoon is not our goal. Today we see as a starting point in a marathon that will run through 2015. It's about sharing some great examples and stories in key focus areas and a few highlights from the past and the present. Today's event is just the beginning. We'll be spotlighting the people and organizations, including all of you, and those of you joining us virtually, that make VISTA what it is throughout 2015 and culminating December 3rd at the LBJ Presidential Library in Austin, Texas. Our goal is to share this program with new friends, new partners, and continue to innovate effective strategies to create opportunity in the 21st century. So for our new friends in the audience, if you just wave your hand, you haven't ever had a VISTA project or worked with VISTA as a program, we really want to start something with you all in particular. And while we're meeting in this beautiful museum, make no mistake about it, VISTA is not a museum exhibit, best viewed through the rear view mirror. It remains a dynamic and innovative program, in large part because of all of you joining us today, and the thousands of VISTAs serving in every state in some of the country's most economically challenged communities. 50 years ago, Volunteers in Service to America was created to fight poverty here in the United States, to answer President Johnson's call to recognize the inherent potential and dignity of all humankind. And from then until now, almost 200,000 VISTAs have answered the call and served generations of low-income families, including my own. And VISTAs and programs like VISTA helped my family, my mother and my siblings, when things were tight growing up about 10 miles from here in the suburbs of Maryland. We have in our audience today people who answered the call to serve as VISTAs. And at this point, I think, why don't we just ask everyone who's served as a VISTA before and are currently serving members to just please stand so we can recognize you and thank you for your service. Thank you so much. Because each and every one of you made a commitment to help your neighbors in need. Each of you deliberately chose to sacrifice to help people you may not have even known before. And so as we go through the day, we can't say it enough, but thank you. Today we're going to look back, but we're also going to look forward. And part of looking forward is having the privilege of introducing our inspiring leader. Before she came to Washington, she served as the head of the Florida Governor's Commission on Volunteerism before the president called her and asked her to move to Washington, D.C., unanimously confirmed by the Senate in 2012. Today's First Lady of Service, our CEO, Wendy Spencer.